Welcome back to the ARCS 2020 ambulatory blood pressure education video. In this second video, we'll take another step into the operation of the ambulatory blood pressure software. We'll begin with the patient icon. Now this is a patient directory. When you select this particular icon, the patient directory will appear. And what you see is the list of all the patients for which data has been downloaded and is saved on this directory. All the information you're seeing is information that would have been loaded into the device in terms of patient name, ID, time, type of study, the device name, model, things like that. On the left side are some standard directory type functions which you can review the details in the user manual. For example, open an icon, a patient, you can delete a patient, things like that. You can simply just double click on the particular patient. In this list I have both ECG and ambulatory blood pressure. In this particular patient that I've highlighted here is ambulatory blood pressure only, and it's a 24-hour study, and we're going to double click on that and open it, and it will automatically push us to the list. Now when you get pushed to the list, you're looking at every test or blood pressure reading that was done for this patient in a period of time. You should know that when you open the list, the software automatically calculates everything that you're seeing and the statistics and other things that we're going to look through. You don't have to do any calculating or processing. It does it for you automatically. And what we have on this page are a list. The main section is a list of every reading that was taken. It indicates the time, the systole, diastole reading, the mean arterial pressure, pulse rate, and pulse pressure. At the bottom of the page, it gives you a summary of the information on the study. There were 65 measurements made, 15 at night, 15 in the day, 30 at night. Talks about the time, things like that. Then we have a couple other columns here: measurement flag, print flag, and notes. The notes, you can simply right-click and enter a note, as I did test earlier. I put that in there. On the print flag, same sort of thing. If you want to indicate you want this particular reading and this graph included in the print report, then you right-click on that and select the print flag, and as you see, it appears here. You can also just pick a line and hit this print flag up here. Again, there's some other commonly used icons shown, for example, delete the measurement, etc. And what you see, for example, in this particular measurement I have selected, you see the pressure that was used during the blood pressure measurement, and you see every pulse that occurred during that particular data acquisition. I'd like to point out another point. This checkbox right here, if you check that, it shows all measurements. Now the ones that were blocked before, you'll notice there's all zeros in these ones, and there's a reason. Either the calculation failed, it was deleted permanently because something went wrong with the actual measurement. Perhaps the patient had it off for a few minutes for a shower, or they moved and the cuff got crooked, things like that. So the software is smart enough to recognize faulty measurements, and it'll automatically remove them. But if you want to see them, see how many failures there might have been, you can just simply check that box. Okay, that's that for the patient, the list, and the readings. In the next session, we'll go over some of the statistical results of the acquisition.